Colts going up against Luck's Colts. So with that, we'll send you up to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Langford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they'll go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second down, here's Love. They go with the screen to Gore. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Stiff-armed him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And that is caught. It's Dorsett for the Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are going to take the first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kendall Langford in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
DeQuell Jackson may not get the attention other inside linebackers get, but check his stats. Year in and year out, they may take him to the Pro Bowl.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Finding time. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. On play action, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right. He's going to let. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And Hyde had a 100-yard game and 2 scores against Seattle in Week 3. And Seattle's defense, they hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher since December of 2014, a span of 24 games.
And Carlos Hyde in San Francisco, they'll take that, and Seattle will be upset because they gave up a 100-yard rusher. But a lot of his carries and yardage came when Seattle had a big lead. So it may not be quite as good as it looks, but it goes down pretty well in the record books for him.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run for it with Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hilton had the game-winning touchdown catch and run against the San Diego Chargers in Week 3. And prior to that game, he told local reporters, you know, we're 0-2. We can't be 0-3. And it starts with me. I'm getting paid a lot of money. I have to make plays. And he made the play in that game.
The play and so many others throughout the game. All right, he didn't just make one and walk off the field. 8 catches, 174 yards, including the touchdown that you're referencing of 63 to win the game for Indianapolis. So when a guy like that puts it all on the line and lives up to it, boy, his teammates look at him with a lot of respect in the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 2nd and 10 here. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. They go with a screen to Gore. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On is Pat McAfee to punt it away for Indianapolis. Back deep, Jeremy Curley. Here's Curley. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Over the middle to Smith. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Defense showing blitz. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Rod Streeter, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a run with Hyde. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Colts pick it up. We have hit halftime still. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gore. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Well, we have the chance. We have to discuss what young quarterbacks have done so far this season. Listen to this. Wentz, Simeon, Prescott, Garoppolo, Brissett, and Kessler combined 11-2 with a 15-3 touchdown to interception ratio. That's impressive.
I thought everyone keeps saying that playing quarterback is really tough to do in the NFL.
Those guys are proving them wrong.
Well, I think that what they're doing is they're taking advantage of their skill set, emphasizing what they do best, minimizing things for them, right, to avoid errors. But some of them continue to elevate their game, and Trevor Siemian comes to mind. How about his last performance? 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
On 4th down, Love. And this is incomplete. Well, let's switch gears for a second, Charles, because after this last week, social media was all the buzz about Terrell Pryor. He did everything for Cleveland. He caught a pass. He threw a pass. He rushed the football. He even played safety.
And I think that not just social media having a ball with this one because he's a throwback. It was that type of a day. How about the buzz that has to be going throughout the league with the players? Because there are a number of guys now going to their coaches saying, you know something, I can do all those things Pryor can do. Let me have a chance.
I think he even flew the chartered flight home for Miami. I mean, he did everything in that game.
Contact. Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They come out here in the I. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, 32 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. The 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 101 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, partner, in the spirit of debate season, let's go with this topic.
Okay.
A team so far that hasn't done very well that you still like a lot.
Arizona. That's who I would propose that we talk about. Is that okay? Is that
you
good
go,
for the
you
topic?
go. I'll finish with mine. You
okay,
go.
I'm going to say Arizona. 1-2 start, but 3 of their next 4 games are within the division before they finish off the month of October at Carolina, the defending NFC champions, the team that they lost to for the right to go to the Super Bowl. This is going to be a big month coming up for them.
And New York, well, the Giants are 2-1, so not a bad start. They did play bad in Week 3, but they have a pretty favorable schedule that lines up the rest of the way.
I think that's okay. I'm not sure we actually debated it, but we just discussed it.
Look at us, reaching across party line. Shake my hand.
There you go. That's called reaching across the aisle.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Luck now on second down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Gore back there is the lone setback. Luck now to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. So here we go. The Colts will go for two. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. To throw is Luck. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On On second down, here's Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quentin Patton that time. And it'll be third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run with Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Cap gives to the tailback high. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
No commentary.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was in.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And there he goes left side. And